Man, I swear, everyone, it's got to be just me because that countdown clock seems to be moving a lot slower. And miraculously, for all you guys who turned in last week, Starhits didn't ownership tag me. Did they forget about me already? But enough of them. We are here to, well, let's just say, have a good time. We're here to spread a bunch of positivity, bunch of joy, and kind of be the warm-up show for later tonight. But you'll see why I'm talking about that in a moment. Our special guest is right down below in the green room. We got a hard out, so no more effing around, right? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, TCT BNL, that's this sexy mug right here, is proud to bring to you our soon-to-be world-famous No Lag Zone. And today's guest, not tonight, today's guest, he's got a really special place on our channel. He was our very first company owner we ever interviewed. He likes to scare cats. He's got some incredible product. It's time to bring the man, the myth, the legend on, Johnny Slicks.
What is up, everybody?
Dude, feels like it's been a moment or five, huh?
It definitely has been. I think 8, 9. Yeah.
I know, right? First of all, congrats on the new house. I've been wanting to tell you that live for a while.
Thank you so
happy
much,
for
man.
you and the missus.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
The cat's finally calming down from that one little scare incident, which was just phenomenal.
Well, I couldn't resist. She just had all defenses down. If you ever get a chance to sneak up on a cat, highly recommend it. It's very fulfilling.
Oh, dude, I laughed my butt off. She hit the ceiling, and it was like,
she was so scared it scared me. I was like, wow, I think I broke this thing. Yeah, it was funny. It was
I broke my cat. Nice. Now, before we get into the fun stuff with you, we got a simple roll call tonight. I know we're on early. Jersey Joe's got his charity auction later on tonight, and Johnny was kind enough to fit me in his schedule today. That's why we're doing it now. When your guest goes, I've got this time, you grab it. So there we go. Stephen Fleming, how you doing? I think this is like late night for you over there in Ireland. Not sure, but welcome to the show, brother. Iron Wings, my brother, how you doing? Will, you're going to love learning about Johnny Slicks today, man. Chris Rayner, how you doing? Hope that wife and those beautiful children of yours are awesome, man. Alley Cat, how you doing? He didn't kind of break it. He just scared the snot out of it.
Man, I'm a cat dude through and through. I'm a cat dad from heaven.
Yeah, you've got what, 2 right now?
Yeah, I got 2, and they are spoiled. They have a screen porch now that's like 100 square feet. Somehow they became the most obedient cats to ever exist. They do everything now on first command. They're like, we got a screen porch, we should behave. So it's awesome. I love it.
The cats are like, we own our human. He is doing good. We'll behave.
He's good now by us. Yeah, we'll listen.
Exactly. But Johnny, I know who you are, bro. I've been rolling with you almost from day one, it seems like.
Yeah,
Give me the elevator pitch for everybody who doesn't know who you are, God forbid.
Yeah, so we actually changed up our wording a little bit. I don't really, when people ask, I don't really say we're a grooming company anymore. People they picture that like we make dog shampoo and pet supplies. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I say cosmetic manufacturing. It's a little bit more white collar term, but we are a handcrafted, American owned and operated cosmetic manufacturing company. And we make things out of 100% organic ingredients. And they span from beard oils to shave soaps to beard washes, shampoos, conditioners. We got a skin balm across the line, cosmetic manufacturing. So, but key big notes, American manufacturing, as well as 100% organic. Those are things that we take pride in those 2 things. So.
Now, not to bump his numbers up or anything, but YouTube search Johnny Slick's origin story. You will see why he is very, very passionate about everything that goes in his products are safe for you and your body.
Yeah, which good pitch, actually. We just finished version 2, an updated version of my story, the Johnny Slick story, and it will be launching June 9th.
Nice.
So, yeah, a more updated version. We got 2.5 extra years to add on since the last one. So A lot has happened since then. So June 9th, we'll be doing the version 2.
And if you guys haven't seen his labels, they are, like old school, clean, crisp. Just focus, you bastard. There we go. I mean, it's
a big beast wash right here.
Right? That's their 2-ounce bottle. They do have them 1 ounce and 2 ounce size and the massive Benjamin size. If you guys can ever get a Benjamin, I highly recommend doing it. You're basically getting 6 oils, but you're paying for 6, you're getting 8, and they're going to last you a while inside that glass jar. They really, truly are.
A Benjamin also $100 spending limit gets you free shipping. So that qualifies for free shipping on its own. And if you use Stay Slick, you save instantly $10. So you get 2 free ounces, 10% off, $10 off, and free shipping.
Or, not to shamelessly promote, we have an exclusive discount code to the channel. It'd be that.
Oh,
right
shit.
there.
Use that code because that's 15.
That right there. It's
Yeah.
not an affiliate code. I do not get a kickback. Johnny was very, very kind enough to give me that code, and you guys go out there and abuse that shit out of it.
Yeah, that's $15 off.
Saving you guys some money. And the other thing I really like, seeing how you held up that Beast Wash.
Yeah.
You're very subtle about differentiating certain things. Like Paradise has a flower.
Flowers up in the hair.
Yeah, and Armageddon has like the little coconut.
Yep. Yeah.
Very, very subtle on it. And, there's points where I'm like, dude, maybe if your label gets a little bit weirder, I'm like, no. It's timeless. It's classic. I get it.
Dude, trust me, I have to pull back on my creative mind all the time. I'm always looking at it, I'm like, dude, we can do so much more. We can put this on it. And there's like a fine balance between modern, sleek, and with like a traditional hint to like now it just looks like a DJ is playing at a local bar and has like pa 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 pa, And like once you go there, you can't go back.
Well, I get it, because once you bring all that noise, it just changes the whole concept, period.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I like the fact I can look at my beard shelf and go, yep, it's right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't get lost looking for it. I know it's right there.
Everything you need. I mean, like a label shouldn't really have much more than essential information, ingredients, directions, the fragrance name, the type it is, maybe an icon or two to symbolize the product. But like you should be able to pick up a product and know everything about it without having to go search online or like get out a magnifying glass to see fine print and all these little other images. Yeah. So very simple, easy.
I agree. And that's one of the things that I'll admit I was skeptical about your Beast Wash at first, because I'm like, okay, all organic, whatever. I've used some of that before. I smell great for 5 minutes. Then it's like onions the rest of the day,
Yeah. Yep.
And yeah, Aaron, we're early tonight because of Jersey Joe's charity auction later tonight. I did not want to step on that at all. So, yep, we're early today. But it works. And it still blows my mind that I asked you that question before. Well, why don't you bring it out in every other scent? Which will segue to something else for that in a moment, because Berry Slicks, go get it. It's live now.
Yeah, it is.
It's seriously one of my favorite oils. Really, truly. It's seasonal.
Great.
Go get it now. But I like how you told me the levels are different in each one. So you have to basically craft it and get it correct. Where I was like, why don't you just drop the fragrance and essential oils in there, for lack of a better phrase?
Yeah.
And there we go.
Yeah. I was actually just talking to Clint Emerson about this yesterday, how at the same time, I'm a consumer as well as a business owner. So I have a lot of insider information I have now that I didn't have back then. When I was just a normal consumer, I buy a product, I'd use it. I buy it, I use it. Even when I just started tampering with cooking on my stove at home, like, a couple pounds of beeswax, a couple pounds of coconut oil, different oils and stuff. Even just making 4, 5, 10 jars, you don't really think about how drastic and important ratios are until you start making 100,000. And then all of a sudden, ingredients drastically change characteristics. There's 4 categories like powders, creams, liquids, and solids, like a wax. And you'd be crazy surprised that at a tenth of a powder changes at 100,000 units. All of a sudden, when you're making 10, and then it's fine. Everything's perfect. Product comes out beautifully, 10 out of 10. And all of a sudden, you manufacture 100,000 and none of them are working. It doesn't smell right. And you just made 100,000 units. So
you were talking about that yesterday, where you literally have to take like a paper towel,
kind
of scrape it out a little bit.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Things are very precise. It just gets more precise the larger the scale, especially when it comes to cooking time, temperature, and space. Things need certain distances from each other in order to cool properly. And of course, everything I'm saying could be 100% avoided just by using chemicals or alcohols or just other things. This is why big corporations do this, because they don't have the energy to spend on all of this other stuff I'm talking about. But since everything is only made with organic ingredients, we have to take these extra steps and measures to make sure that the product maintains its standard. And sometimes, like what you're saying, Berry Slicks, Oasis, actually, there's a reason Oasis beard oil isn't a thing. And it's because it just doesn't work.
Sorry,
For some reason.
So good.
It's so good. I would love to have it as an oil. I would absolutely love it. And actually, I am working on it. But for some reason, when I mix these certain oils in a big drum, for some reason, it turns to like castor oil thick. And the scent kind of loses over time, like much faster. It fades too fast. So people ask, why don't you have this and this fragrance and that product? And at the large scale, believe me, at the large scale, I would love to. It would be my dream is to have every fragrance in every product everywhere. But that's just not how formula writing and product development goes sometimes. So it's always just trying to make little tweaks for every single SKU and unit that comes to place.
But see, just to bust your stones for a moment, because I had a video queued up. I'm like, oh, I'm going to roast him. He's going down. I've heard that. I'm working on it before with Slick Day Cake. But still, you get a pass.
Why you brought me out here to blow me up? What are you blowing me up for, man? You blowing up my space?
Dude, you fell on your own sword on that one. I even told Rebecca, I'm like, I got him. Oh, I've got him. I had him live saying it was going to be there. I got him. Then
I was ready for it, man. Trust me. I 100%. I have notebooks on notebooks, stacks of notebooks, literally hundreds of decimal places where an ingredient worked when I was home. It worked at the lab during initial product development. And then all of a sudden just went to shit. All of a sudden. And of course, like this is where it comes where it's really hard because I'm very transparent with how I operate in business and everything.
Yes.
I would love to be able to tell all of you guys, everybody, everything that I'm working on. But the problem is if I tell you I'm working on it, I'm nonstop going to hear it about it. How's it going? And then something like a product development mishap can go on, like with water-based pomade. It was originally supposed to be launched in winter Black Friday of 2021.
Yep.
And then something happened with the formula, and my heart was so broken because I told everybody. I literally came out on live and I made a huge announcement. I did everything, and then it didn't work. And like, talk about a low being a low. Like, I messed up, so I can't launch. I'm already like, I'm feeling bad. But now I got to tell all the slicksters this. So it feels bad to have to tell everybody the bad news, be the bad guy. So I kind of keep things to myself a little bit. Because I'm not trying to speak and then have to, I want my actions to match my words as much as I can.
I can appreciate that, but they always have. Even though you've come out and went, hey, we're going to get, water-based pomade, which, by the way, guys, it's really good. I'm filming my review later today. I actually like water-based more than I like Formula 49. A heck of a lot more, to be honest.
That's awesome. Thank you.
When that happened, he came out quick on it. He talked about it. He's like, hey, it's ready to go. It's ready to do this. I don't see a lot of company owners doing that, where they come out and they go, we were going to do this. It failed. Here's why it failed. I'm sorry,
Yeah. I agree. But honestly, I don't, and I've heard people say that and they've commented. I've gotten DMs after I did that saying like, respect, you just got more respect, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying I don't appreciate that by any means, but to me, there was no other way. I literally came out and I said I was going to do something and I couldn't do it. So there was no other way for me to come out, say, and why I chose to do it. It just wasn't my standard. I can't put out something with my name on it saying I made this and it's like half-assed done. So I had to come out and apologize. It's just right.
And that's how you've been ever since I've known you.
Yeah.
Ever since the beginning, it's my name is on that label. My name is behind everything.
Yeah.
If it's not up to where it should be, it's got to go. We got to start over.
Yeah. An expectation and a standard, which is like the worst thing to have mixed with like control issues from your past and then become a business owner. Yeah. You got to like really earn employee respect.
I agree. And speaking of employees, you touched on this yesterday. And I came into your live feed late. So Tom is now creating products.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'll tell you, I don't have one here. I'll tell you and your guys. He made Mustache Wax. And it is the best mustache wax I've ever seen.
Nice.
It's wild. He took so much time to make this. He reached out to so many different like mustache wax competition people. He reached out to them to get like their feedback. And he made a damn good product so far. And it's still in like development, but like I'm very impressed. And this guy came as just my assistant. He started as just my lab assistant making products with me. and now he's taking it upon himself to like make his own products. It's badass,
like
man.
his first one for beach care,
yeah,
that was phenomenal.
Yeah, he does. He takes his time. He knows what he's doing.
I'm hiding this from the cuteness factor, by the way. She
that
loves
launches June 1st, so you'll be able to get a ton more June 1st.
Yeah, I'm having to hide that one from her because that's all she wants to use. I'm like, no, we got to save a little bit. But no.
It's a treat.
Oh, pretty much. Just like for anybody else watching, if you're having sleep issues at night, focus, you bastard. Johnny Z's.
Johnny Z's.
It's an amazing product. There's stuff that I was flat out skeptical on. Like, I've never been big into essential oils and like vegan-y type stuff.
Yeah.
Not insulting anybody, but that's the only way I can describe it.
Dude, I was the last person. Trust me. And now I'm in it.
What up, Chef?
Good afternoon.
And yeah, I know where that came from. If you guys go read Excommunicated Warrior, you'll get background info on that before it even became a product.
Yeah.
See? I'm already ahead of the game. Already ahead.
I know. I had no doubt.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I just blanked, but that's all right. You can tell Rebecca I'm coming for payback on one day because I have to give your wife credit, and I really want to do it publicly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
She was I'm so afraid. I don't know how I'm going to do. I don't know how it's going to go.
Tell me about it.
And watching that, I'm like, afraid my ass. You know?
You got to redefine fear. Yeah, she's not. She knows what she's talking about. I mean, she's fucking smart.
Yeah, but it's mind-blowing to me. I totally forgot she wasn't there in the beginning.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And she came over after the gym closed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm looking back and I'm going, I can see some changes right around that time where she came in and just basically took over everything and went, you answer to me now. I'm the captain.
Yeah. You know? Dude, she pushed me out of the way. She's like, that you don't need to be dealing with that. I can do that. And I'm like, damn, thanks. I appreciate it.
It doesn't happen that often. Okay. It doesn't, especially with her. It doesn't happen that often. But I love how you guys are a team. And if you go on Instagram, and I've said this before, it's not a job with employees, it's family.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
You guys do everything together. I mean, you go work out together, you take trips together.
Yeah.
You know, I don't ever hear of, well, one person wasn't really pulling their weight. Everybody backs everybody up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we try to. We take pride in our culture that we run at Johnny Slicks. You know, when you become a part of the family, like actually working, you all of a sudden obtain our vision, our goals, our mission statement. Oh, you obtain all of that, and if it aligns with you, then the sky's the limit. You know, like we can just all soar together. And here's the thing: me, Nick, Allie, and Rebecca, we have a vision. We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean, leading towards one star. And there's a lot of other people that are heading that way as well that we can all benefit from helping. And once you understand that perception that we're all kind of heading near the same direction, and now obviously there'll be a time where Tom's going to leave the company. There'll be a time when Haley will leave the company and they'll be heading their own path. Everybody has their own purpose and own path. But for the time being, we're all on the same. So help us out. We can all benefit from each other and we can move forward. And why not have like a badass team, people that can conquer the world? That, like, why would you not want that? So we do everything together and we only benefit from camaraderie from it. Those who suffer together stay together, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then it also plays everything with the workout. Nick runs the workouts. And everything translates into real life activities at work. If the goal of Friday's workout is to lift 300,000 pounds in the gym, regardless, you just go and pick up 300,000 pounds. And all of a sudden somebody isn't carrying their weight. Literally, somebody else, the team now has to pick up that slack. Well, that translates directly over to fulfillment or lab manufacturing. If fulfillment has 500 orders they need to get out today, and somebody's just dragging ass and not packing orders, well, that rest of the team has to pick up that slack and now work on that person's behalf. Everything translates. So we try to run that culture throughout everything.
No, and I get that. And one of the biggest things is you can see it in the Instagram videos that you guys do and the commercials that you guys do.
Yeah.
Because like the birthday celebration with Nick going insane.
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
Or just the beast coming out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's like, oh God, you know.
Yeah.
it didn't look fake. Like you were like, all right, you're going to do this. You have to do this. It looked like everyone wanted to be there.
No, man. See, the problem with leaders in general is that they don't give their people, their community, and their tribe enough voice. The problem is literally just shutting people up and saying, this is how we're going to do it. Instead of having an open mind, like little sit down and say, this is the vision. This is the goal. Does anyone have any shortcuts, alternate routes, or tasks they want to put on this? And if once you open that creative freedom amongst your tribe, dude, this shit is unlimited. People come up with ideas that you never would have thought of. They come up with marketing ideas, sales ideas, product creation ideas. They do it all on their own, and everybody has their mind. But the problem is, in corporate America, they're not allowed that freedom. They're not told,
thank you.
Here's a palette of colors. Pick your favorite. You're told, here's black, here's white. Do it. You don't get a say. Don't even mix them. You just do it. And that's the biggest flaw I see. So we do the opposite. We offer color palette and let the employees pick, and they fucking love it. And why wouldn't they? You know, I love it. They love it. We're having fun.
Good point. Now we got to hit you with a hardball question. Okay.
Let's do it.
I know that IFRA is destroying a lot of fragrances out there with a lot of companies. Is that affecting Johnny Slicks at all?
I haven't seen any effect at all.
You haven't had to change anything? All your fragrances are well within that line?
Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, I never really worry about those type of situations. Things are so easy, simple, like streamlined from the beginning that we don't really need to make those alternate adjustments in the future. Like if you start a trek hike, you're at the trailhead and you're starting and you got all your shit together, you don't got to readjust a mile in. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And since we had all of our shit together from day one, it doesn't affect us in the current time. Nothing really changes.
And you see, and that's one of those that I have to give you credit on. There are times where I see from a lot of companies where they do scent of the months or art series or, hey, here's the latest and greatest. I want your money.
Yeah.
And I'm not insulting any company owners who may be watching this currently or maybe watching this in the future. By the way, you Replay Squad guys, you're the backbone of all my lives. I love you all. Replay Squad strong. You have the basic scent profile since you first started. You've never really thrown new stuff out there. You have your seasonals and you have basically your main line.
Yeah.
And you're a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, do you ever see yourself? Because I hear you talking about corporate America. Are you becoming that slowly but surely? Even though you have that small batch feel, you're growing.
Yeah. No, I think that's an actual executive decision that has to be made to become a corporate, whether it's a small business, medium business. It has to be a corporate type of executive decision. We won't go that way anywhere that I see in the future. But I do think that you can keep the same culture and scale it throughout. So whether we have 10 employees or 1,000 employees, that culture can be kept. It just needs to be maintained. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
So somebody who has one employee, somebody who is hiring their first employee, it doesn't matter. You set up your culture on that with that employee, that relationship, and how the operations are run. And then you hire another, and then 20 more and 30 more. And if you keep that same original mindset from the beginning, nothing changes. You know, titles, paperwork might change on type of business, C Corp, S Corp, LLC. That shit might change, but that's not where operations, that's not where the friction is. That's not where energy is being expelled, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, it's another thing that I've always said with the leadership team in place at Johnny Slicks. You guys have a great balance of everything, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, it feels very, not to play on the word, but organic. Things just tend to seem to work this way, you know, when we don't really resist change and we keep true to who we are, people tend to lead towards that, especially, you know, you opened with positivity. Like if you are a positive beacon of light anywhere, people they come to that. It's just tendency for humans to do, especially when they have their own light. You know, most people who are positive in culture and positive with their morals, their ethics, and who they are and how they walk around, you find other positive people, and then you find more positive people. So as owners of the company, if we choose to output that and expel all this positive energy, other positive energy is going to find its way to us. And then we have team workouts that build camaraderie, and it kind of like sorts out people who aren't real team members right away.
Yeah, I get that. I get it.
It's self-correcting almost. And then what you have left is other positive people, and they might not be, obviously everybody's broken and everybody has their problems going on. I have the same thing, but now we're a bigger tribe of people who can fucking solve all these problems. Like we hire a new guy and all of a sudden he has hip problems, or he has low testosterone or anything. And they voice that to us. We give them an open floor. They talk. They voice that to us, and then now we're problem solving, and that's just how things happen, You
see, and I've seen that. And here's the other weird off the wall question for you.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back to that closet where you started and just look and go, "Holy shit,
dude"? I do that
so far.
Almost every Sunday. Not saying Sunday by any means is like a specific day,
right?
Nobody. We don't make any of the employees work on Sunday. That's like literally day off. Everybody relaxes. And so nobody's in the lab. So I go in there day after they just got done completely sanitizing, like completely clean. And I go in there, I flick all the lights on. I'll tell the Alexa in there to play some music. I was hoping I didn't trigger her to play music. And then I'll kind of look around, and I'll look at old pictures and see what it used to look like, and see the new equipment I got, and like, oh man, that thing was $25,000. Jesus, I'll do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling. It never gets tired, and it doesn't diminish at all. Looking back at that closet, that 8x9 room that I worked in for so long, that doesn't get old. I like walking in there and seeing the old imprints of the floor that I made when I dropped that pot.
Yeah.
Just random things like that. I love doing it. Yeah.
I mean, got to ask the other weird question. Is Walter White still on the wall?
Dude, he is. Yep. Like literally, he is.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, guys, seriously, go back and look at some of his earlier videos, or go back through my no lag zone. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. He literally started with Nick in a closet.
Yeah.
And now he's got the whole building. Like Johnny kind of pushed Nick out.
Yeah, I actually got some blueprints I'm working on. So
expansion, nice.
Warehouse, yeah.
Dude, it just, I'm sorry, man. It's like I can almost feel a sense of pride as a reviewer who's been rocking with you for a while. It's like, I remember.
You were like OG Slickster, man.
Yeah, like way back when.
Yeah, man. When Barry was literally brand new. Yeah.
When all of your scents were kind of brand new.
That's true. Yeah, they were. You're right. Yeah.
I remember when
we had like two.
Yeah, you had Rugged and Original, and my first ever purchase was Rugged because of Nick.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember. Dude, that was like 3.5 years ago.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, I like this. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more.
Yep.
The only one you've ever had that's like a punch in the nose, and I gotta say it, I'm sorry, is like Maple Slicks.
Yeah, I know.
You know how like when you get a brand new Yankee Candle and bring it home and you don't gotta light it and that's all you smell?
Yeah.
That's a brand new pomade of Maple Slicks.
Yeah, thank you.
You just walk in, you're like, okay, I get it. Damn.
It's Maple, I know. Dude, hey, I'll tell you though, I've gotten more. I feel like that's the season though. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah,
all season is like neck snapping from a mile away season. Everyone smells like that. Flannels, cozy candles. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I get it. People love it. But it does when people go, I mean, I'm not kidding. This is a true story. Nick and I were Christmas tree shopping down the street with Rebecca, Allie was there. And somebody literally smelled maple. And they came up and they recognized us and they smelled from maple. And she had like 6 kids and a husband who was the guy who cut the trees down. And they all were wearing maple. And they didn't know we had a store here locally that you can come and pick stuff up, our fulfillment. Oh, wow. So they were like, no, we're coming by. So I gave them a Benjamin for all their kids. Bro, they were outstandingly covered in this stuff. They loved maple. Like, you know the video I did with pouring maple syrup?
Yes, I remember that.
I'm pretty sure that's like their morning like showers. Like normally, they were addicted.
Well, I have to give you credit. Seriously. Until the Cuteness Factor got Vanilla Slicks, it was a pain in the ass getting her in the shower. Now, not a problem.
Bathing the youth of America.
Yeah, the boy, Alpha, and Armando.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
And having a 13-year-old boy who, you know what you were like at 13.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to fight him to get him in the shower.
I was allergic to the shower.
I think all of us were at that point.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mom, my dirt level's that high. Leave me alone.
It builds character.
Exactly. Oh, and speaking of moms, Mama Slicks, you are the greatest. Thank you. I don't want a smart bump. Yeah.
She's funny, man.
All right, man. We got to ask you the ultimate New Jersey question.
Okay. You ready? I got a New Jersey tattoo.
I remember. Actually, it's a two-parter. Does North Jersey call the shots? Period.
What do you mean call the shots?
I got a friend of mine, Jersey Joe. He's always running around. North Jersey calls the shots. There is no South Jersey or Central Jersey.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense because when I was a kid, I didn't know that really many people lived south of us. Oh, so God. I guess I think that might be true. I don't know.
Oh, I'm never going to live that down. He's going to be all over me now. Here we go.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
When I was a kid, I'm not kidding. I didn't know South Jersey existed. I was like, nobody lives there. What are you talking about?
This is the ultimate New Jersey question.
Okay.
Taylor ham or pork roll?
Taylor ham. I still eat that.
Nice. Yeah. So once again, guys, segue. I know I'm taking up a little bit of Johnny's time. Turn in the Jersey Joe's channel tonight. Johnny Slicks has a massive slick kit on there. You really want it. So hopefully it's going to go for a bunch and help raise a bunch for charity.
I hope so, man. That'd be really rad.
Yeah, I bought last year's for $200.
Hey, man.
I saw the bidding and I'm like, no. It's got to go up. It's got to go up.
Yeah, man. I really hope that they do really well.
Well, hopefully. Yeah. Joe's already caffeinated out, so I'm afraid he's going to crash before his thing tonight.
Oh, no. He just has to keep going. Just go and grab coffee, grab some more.
And then right in the middle of his live, where he's like, we're going to start the bidding.
Yeah. Become like an auctioneer. Just keep chugging it.
Johnny has had a lot of different hairstyles. Okay.
This is true. Yeah.
He did. I really remember the pink scrunchie and the feathers.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a lot of styles.
We still need to put out a search and rescue team for Nick's pink scrunchie. I want to put that on display somewhere,
So I think I saw it in Allie's Escalade. I think she might be wearing it. But I don't know.
I'm more scared of Allie than I am Nick, and I'm petrified of Nick, okay? That's like a gorilla. No offense, Nick. You just Yeah.
Funny. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I had a lot of styles.
Yeah, but it's still like the beard was longer, and then you trim that down, and the hair was longer, then you did that. And I was like, I don't even recognize him anymore. Who is that?
Everything just kept getting shorter and shorter and shorter. I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that's normally how things go when you're looking for a new style. You just don't touch it for a while, and then you cut it exactly how you want it. You don't want to cut too short.
Have that problem, okay?
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Way long ago. I think before you were even born, I had hair,
Nah. I was going through, I've always been, I never really knew who I was, I'm not trying to make it too deep, but like when I got out, I didn't know who I was. I was a Marine. I was a kid. I didn't know like what my purpose was. I didn't know who I wanted to be. I just knew who I wanted to not be. And so deciding to figure that out, I was like, first step, just let everything grow out. I'm just not going to do anything and then take it from there. And long hair, honestly, it was cool, but it was just not me.
Well, I usually do. Don't worry. I don't need to be blinding everybody with that head, okay?
Dude, that would be fun, though.
Yeah, but I still remember how honest you were even about that. And even Mama Slick said, I thought he was going to be a failure. How when you got out, you were kind of lost.
Yeah, I remember my grandma told me on the phone, she said that I'm surprised. I thought you were going to, and I love my grandma. She's awesome. But she said, I thought you as a kid, I thought you were either going to end up dead or in jail. And I was like, damn, that's kind of
brutal, but thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, there were a lot of people, family, close friends at the time who just didn't think it was a good choice for me. I literally had a text from my dad saying, "Don't sign that paperwork with Nick." We've had those conversations, and there were a lot of times where I was like, well, what do I want to do? How do I want my life to be written? Not, I'm going to let somebody else make my decision and I'm going to have to live with the consequence. I don't want to do that anymore. Right. So I just said, fuck it, man. I'm just going to do it. Sign the paperwork. Like, I got a feeling about this. I always go with my gut my whole life. So there were a lot of people that told me not to do this, not to continue going bankrupt. We were summing up all the things I went through after selling plasma. Car got repoed. Had $11,000 in charged off credit cards that had to be settled. A lot of stuff, man. And because of that, I think that's why people were just telling me to quit. They were saying, like, you already kind of failed. Stop failing. You should turn around now. There were a lot of that.
Yeah, but you see, and this is just me, okay? Just speaking from my small YouTube size. People will tell you all the time, quit. You're not doing it. You're not earning money fast enough. Your dream isn't realizing. Quit.
Yeah.
I've heard quit so many more times than I've heard, hey, you're doing awesome. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I've always respected about you is you've been brutally honest about your situation when you started.
Yeah.
Like, it made me giggle my ass off in an Instagram live when a dude accused you of being a trust fund baby. I'm like,
yeah.
Do you not know this man?
Yeah.
I
was picking up change when I worked, when I worked at the gas station during the day and I went to barber school at night. I used to go around and pick up change in the gas station parking lot. You'd be surprised on how much change people leave at gas stations on the counter. Like, it doesn't matter. There's change everywhere. Like, they get out of their car and people just like Donald Duck. What's that? What's the gold coins everywhere?
Oh, yeah, Scrooge McDuck when he's dropping cash. Yeah.
People just get out of their cars and change falls out. So I'd go around and I'd pick it all up. I'd make a couple bucks just picking up change. And I'd use that to buy ramen noodles that I would eat on my way to barber school to try to be a barber. And then sell plasma during the day, then go to the gas station, pick up change. And then, so I don't know. I don't know about trust fund. I didn't really, maybe I have one. I just haven't gotten it yet, though.
Mama Slick's been hiding it from you this whole time.
Squirrel hoarding it away.
Yeah, but it's. I've asked you this before, and I'm going to throw it out there again. Do you guys ever just look back and go on a date like you used to before you became Johnny?
Yeah, I honestly, like, the house we just bought isn't some like mansion. It's 1,484 square feet. Like, this is, and we're living. This is bigger than we really need. But it has a screen port. It's exactly perfect what we wanted, just a little bit bigger. But yeah, we don't go on these like elaborate dates. Her and I will go to the movie theater and we'll like have tacos before, which is what we did before. Play mini golf.
Tell me that, yeah.
Yeah, we don't do like these huge elaborate things really. And honestly, most of the time, a date is like going outside, smoking, hanging out, reading a book, and having a conversation. That's like literally her and I are like the same person. So we can sit down for hours and talk with no problems at all. So that's like,
you guys you got this weird synergy thing.
I know. It's super weird. I know. I don't want to say weird or crazy, but it is like her and I have the same body posture. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. And no disrespect, Miss Rebecca. None. I love you, but yeah, it's just weird,
Dude, she'll agree. Honestly, like, it's the same. It's funny because Nick and Allie, they'll say something to me or get my opinion and I'll say it. And then they go, I don't know why, and talk to Rebecca and ask her the same thing. And then they're surprised when they got literally word for word the same answer. I don't know. I'm like, if you talk to one of us, you're talking to both of us, regardless. I don't even care.
Yeah, I remember doubting that and even asking Mama Slick. She's like, yeah, even in high school, it was both of them together, no matter what.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, like, I never believed in like soulmate type things, but like, dude, like, I've never seen something so obvious. Obviously, I'm very biased and I have a very specific perspective because she's my wife.
A little biased.
Yeah, a little bit. But man, it was like we're inseparable, and like I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain it if I tried.
Yeah, like your Valentine's Day TED Talk. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man, that's wild. No, still the same people.
Yeah, but these are the things that like I've been preaching to everybody since day one because this is who you guys are.
Yeah,
not changed.
Like I said to you, I don't know how to be anyone else. I don't know how to be anything else.
it's funny how, not to bring it up because I don't want to recycle that drama, that there was so much hate heading towards your company for a while.
Yeah, there's always going to be. There's hate heading towards it right now. We did a commercial. We spent a lot of money. We spent a ton of money on the production of this commercial. Nick and I literally flew out to Salt Lake City to shoot in it. And
Is that where that was filmed?
What?
Is that where that was filmed? Salt Lake?
Yeah, we flew out to Salt Lake for it. And we have, well, you guys can go watch the commercial. We just posted it everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. But
it premiered yesterday.
What's that?
It premiered yesterday.
Yeah,
I wasn't there in the premiere, but still.
So Abe Lincoln, the dude, and Jesus are in the commercial, and we are getting like I don't know if it's a Facebook crowd, but specifically on Facebook, it's getting a lot of hate for the fact that we portrayed Jesus in it. Dude, it's beyond me. I have absolutely no idea why people are offended by this.
You want to talk about the most family-friendly commercial ever.
Dude, I know. People are like, this is blasphemy. Like, you are degrading or demeaning Jesus. And I'm like, bro, we are by no means doing that. Like, this is a manly commercial. We are not portraying him anything other than majestic. Literally, as soon as he's on screen, lights blare up behind him. Like, he's like, and he turned water to wine. Like, this is by no means offensive. But, dude, no matter what, I'm numb by the hate. Not numb out of like, I've been like hated so much, but like I choose to not expel energy on that stuff anymore. And no matter what I post, no matter what the company posts, there's always going to be just somebody that just is like, I hate my life right now. F these guys. You suck. Always. Yes. And sometimes it becomes a community thing where a bunch of people hop on that same hatred and point. We have another video. It just reached like 11 million views, the dad shave video.
That was awesome.
Right. There's a ton of hate on that, man. You want to have a fun reading, just go ahead and find that commercial and scroll through the comments. So many people talking about how we are toxic and how like this is not true masculinity. And dude, yeah, it's beyond me. But like I said, I don't expel energy towards that stuff anymore because I know it's a black hole. You can't get energy from that positive energy.
No, it's energy vampires coming for you to clout chase.
Yeah, and then you can't get that time back, so you sit there and you go on your phone and type all this stuff. The time's gone, literally.
I will freely admit, me taking a week off recently really helped me refocus on that.
Yeah,
because I hit a wall with certain things, and I'll admit some of your words that you've said to me over the years have really sunk in during that week. You know.
Yeah.
Is that how, I wanted to be? Do I want to devote my time to that hate?
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting anything back. And we're segueing into the next thing because I've got that hard out and I'm keeping you on it. I'm kind of watching the clock that's right up there.
I got you, man. No worries.
Dude, hey, I promise so. I got to get you back for another session. And it's amazing how when you step back and you make subtle changes in yourself and you either don't negotiate or on the weekends, I'm doing a social media blackout.
Yeah.
Unless there's somebody who's doing a live that I've been supporting for years, I'm not going to go watch. I'm not going to open Twitter because I don't need to.
Yeah, you don't.
If I need to know I'm a failure, I'm just going to tell my kid, I'm sorry, we have grape juice instead of orange juice.
You know what's wild? When you literally put your phone down. So like in this society that we live in, we're expected to have an opinion on everything happening in the news. If this Will Smith, Chris Rock thing that happened, when we were in Salt Lake City when that happened. And literally, we met these people, the actors that are in the commercial, and they asked us about it, our opinion on it, if we agree with Will Smith or Chris Rock. And I'm like, bro, like, I don't have an opinion. And they, like, excluded me from the conversation. So, like, in this society, you're expected to have an opinion on everything going on in the news. But you'd be surprised on if you put your phone down for a day, how nothing really changes. That nothing is really, like, crucial in your actual day-to-day activity that requires you to pick this up and just mindlessly swipe. There's nothing changes. Absolutely nothing. You can go a week, you can go to a month. When you pick your phone back up, everything is still the same. Bullshit going on here, some news going on here. Nothing really changes. And if it does, we hear about the shootings going on over here and the shootings going on over here. Back in the day, when newspaper was the only source of news, somebody would get that and read it 3 days later, and it doesn't really affect them at that moment. But now that it's instant, we find out a shooting happens 5-10 minutes later, and we go into panic fear mode.
Seriously, your phone blows up with all kinds of alerts and everything else.
Yeah.
Which
so
is
sorry. No worries. I say this to a couple employees as well. Think about, right? Not everyone's a business owner, but everybody knows what it's like to sit down and just work, right? So say you're at your home and you have a home office, a home desk, and you're typing on your computer and you're doing your thing. You're going about your day. Every time someone comes up and taps you on the shoulder, you look and you're not working anymore. And you're at what? What do you need? And then they tell you, and you, whether you're like, okay, that's cool, I'm gonna go do that. You reprioritize and you go, or you say, no, thank you. I'll take care of that later. Our phones are the same thing. You're going about your day,
right,
and all of a sudden, ding, someone tapped on your shoulder. Oh, Instagram message. It is up to me now to click, yes, I will reprioritize what I was just doing. This is more important. Let me look at this. Or you don't, and you say, I can deal with that later and put it down. Too many of us pick it up and we say, this requires my attention right now. And then all of a sudden, I was talking to my kid, but now I'm on Instagram scrolling. How did that just affect my whole life?
Thank you.
So just leave this. Nothing really is changing. Nothing's going on. Reprioritize. Stay with what you're doing. And then we wonder why, we pick up our phones and we scroll. We wonder why at the end of the day, we're like, man, I didn't get anything done today. I wasn't productive. I don't know what happened. The day just got away from me. It's because every time you picked up your phone, you're over here, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're picking up your phone.
Yeah, my son is really, really hating this phrase, the fine details. Because I try. He's a typical kid, okay? He's 13. He wants to play video games, wants to watch cartoons, wants to go do things. But he's at that age right now where you've got priorities in the house. You've got to help with dishes. You got to help with trash. You're going to help me with laundry.
Yeah.
And like when I told him, I'm like, yeah, I ran the dishwasher. And then I waited a little bit and he went, okay. He opened his laptop, started to play around. I'm like, did I say I unloaded it? And he rolls his eyes and like 13-year-old kids do. He's like, damn it, the details. I'm like, there you go.
Yeah. It's a job. It has to be finished. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's perfect with what you're saying about our phones, because all you hear nowadays is doom and gloom. That's it.
That's all there is. Yeah.
You never hear anything really positive going on. Yeah. Which is why I love seeing it on what I'm calling now Take Back Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And kind of pick this up from you. You got to be that light. You got to go, if you have to, go out of your way to change somebody's day.
Yeah.
Just, how you doing? Hey, you look awesome today.
Yeah.
Just that little bit can have that positive effect rippling down.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it is crazy too that people find it hard to do that. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's not really that difficult to understand that we are vibrating with energy, positive. Right. Like there's a reason why, actually, it's funny. In other cultures throughout the world, they consider the human body, the physical body, to have 6 senses. Eyes, taste, nose. Our normal 5 that we hear in America that we teach our kids. But in other cultures, they teach about the mind as a 6th sense. There's a reason why you can walk in a room and it feels off. You could feel there was an argument here. You can feel there's tension between these people, whether it's psychological through their body language or whatnot, but you can feel it. But that's not a sense that we're taught. Once you understand that we are outputting energy, and if you walk up to somebody like this and just square up to them, you're expelling an energy, a certain type of energy.
Yep.
That's why you can feel what's going on. So when you understand that you are radiating energy, when you walk by someone on the street and you just say hi with a positive smile, all of a sudden you just outputted positive energy to that person. That person received it and is now carrying it. They're going to pass it off to somebody else. That's going to pass off to somebody else. And it sounds stupid, but that's literally how it works. You just wave to somebody in a grocery store, just wave and smile. You just outputted energy, and that could have made that person's day. That person could have had the worst morning imaginable.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And why not output that energy to everybody you encounter, to everything you encounter? Just be better to things and people.
I agree. Now, we've got one oddball question for you because we're coming up on the last 10 minutes.
Yep.
As a boy from North Jersey, hope I got that right there, Joe, but still, who has created a massively successful company, you've been meeting a lot of, well, veteran celebrities and, well, celebs.
Yeah.
What's the nicest one you've met?
That's a great question.
You can say Rocco. It's okay. Vinny Vargas. You can say him. It's okay.
Honestly, probably. Okay, so nobody's going to know his name. He was like the first billionaire that I've ever met. That dude was the nicest dude I've ever met in my entire life. His name was JP, and I met him down in Florida. That dude seemed like, bro, it was like unworldly how like grateful he was to like be with us, standing and talking to us. Ah, man, I've never met anybody as nice as him.
No, I get that because he's receptive of your time, and he's,
yeah.
It's another reason why I used to, this is going to sound so dumb, I used to worry about numbers when I did these lives. Yeah. I used to worry about, oh my God, I've only got 4 people watching. What the fuck am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
But I've learned, stop that. I am having an experience with you right now.
Yeah.
My brother, and I'm learning new stuff about you as we go, and it's fun and it's enjoyable, and you carry it forward.
Yeah. And what's cool too about what you just said, I don't even know if you realize what you just said. Comparing to numbers, like thinking about numbers is comparing yourself. Yes. Because once you put a number on it and you identify there's only four, there's 4 people in here. It doesn't matter how many, but now you know that, did you just say 4 is low or did you say 4 is high? Because it could be either way based on how you're doing, no matter what. But once you compare, now you're like self-incriminating yourself, like just self going over and over. I'm a failure. This sucks. I didn't do it right. Something's wrong. I'm not meant for this. Going over and over and over again.
Yeah, you're pulling yourself into that black hole.
Yeah.
And you're pulling yourself down.
And something that I learned early this year is how crucial it is to avoid comparing yourself to other people. I use this analogy. I don't know how great it is because when I say it to people, they just look at me. But every single human being, whether you're watching this, you're a business owner, I don't care. Every single human being is walking a path. Now, you can choose to walk someone else's path behind them.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, you can choose to walk someone else's path and just reap kind of whatever benefits. Like imagine walking down a highway and finding gold compared to walking. I see.
Take it back.
I see. I'll take it as a business standpoint. If I copy another business, walk their path, I'm just picking up the leftover money that they've left behind. But the people who invented the car, you know what I mean? Compared to people who copied it, the originals, everybody's walking their own path. You're going about it. And if you look at the guy next to you and you look at his path and compare yourself, look where you're not looking anymore. You're no longer looking forward. Exactly. You're looking at what someone else is doing and you're worried about how you compare to them. And here's the problem. We are under this stigma in America that we should be worried about what the other people are thinking about us, how they're judging the path we're walking. And that is insanely crippling to your mind, to your body, to your operations, everything. As soon as you're walking your path forward. As soon as you look to the side, you can stop walking or you can take the risk and keep walking and trip. But you have to be focused on what you are doing in front of you, your path. You have to be.
I agree. And lately I've had 2 things that have kept me kind of motivated and giggling at the whole time.
Yeah.
Like to embrace my geekdom, you take the famous Han Solo quote, don't ever tell me the odds.
There you go.
Because you either going to do it or you're not going to do it. And if you don't do it, you're going to learn why it didn't work. And hopefully you can do it right the next time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Rebecca and I say. And I encourage you and everybody to say this from now on. Everyone used to say, oh, today's a bad day. Today is a good day. Don't label it good and bad. Label it good and experienced. You learned. Today was a learning day. It's not a bad day. There should never be a bad day. Every single day you are living should not be ever labeled bad. It should either be good or learning. Today was an educational day. Something happened. I don't care what it is. You got in a car wreck. You found out a relative died. It doesn't matter. Every single thing you encounter in your life is experience. We label it good and bad. Don't label it good and bad. Label it good in education, learning. That way, if something goes wrong, you get in a car accident, you're not, oh, shucks, I hate this, outputting that negative energy. Instead, you're like, okay, I was wondering how my insurance company would work. Let's try it.
Yeah, right.
Insurance. Use everything you encounter as a learning thing. Learn from it, experience and learn from it, and then endless possibilities for your life.
Yep. And the other great one that's been playing a lot in my head is that quote by a German general in World War II.
Yeah.
When they were asked, why are the Americans so successful on the battlefield? He goes, well, they have their training manuals. They may train that way. But when they go to war, they forget all about this.
They don't read. They can't read. Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's like forge your own path and do your own thing. But we're coming up on that time. So I'm going to, kind of wrap it up with you, brother.
I got you, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I know you're very, very busy, and I appreciate you so much for this today. Not even funny. Hopefully we change somebody's outlook today. You never know.
That's the goal.
But what does Johnny Slicks have coming up? I know I mentioned one in the beginning, and you mentioned the other.
This is a quiz? I'm just kidding. So we launched Berry Slicks and Oasis along with some baseball tees and Slick Spray restock that just happened 2 days ago. Today's Tuesday, 2 days ago. So go and grab Berry Slicks and Oasis, brand new summer fragrances. June 1st, you can look for our beach care line, which is not just beach exclusive. It is skincare in general. If you have the sun, salt, sea, sand, whatever else, sunscreen, chlorine, doesn't start with an S, but if you go swimming in a swimming pool and there's chlorine, your skin is damaged. Use beach care. It is amazing for it. As well as another restock, a secret restock of Slick Spray. I'm doing like a secret underground. I'm not really telling many people. So that will be coming out June 1st as well. And one more thing, we took the OG shirts, these ones.
Yeah.
And we had Haley, one of our packaging specialists. I found out she can bleach or tie-dye bleach. So she bleached tie-dye like a limited number of shirts. So they will be launching June 1st as well.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And Bruce City Bearded gives you credit. He says, so inspirational. Thanks, Johnny.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, guys. Like I've said before in previous videos, all my videos from the month are already uploaded. So I'll be honest, I don't remember what's coming out on what day, but there's something new dropping tomorrow and Friday. Tonight, go to the Jersey Joe channel. I believe it's Jersey Joe 972. Be there for the Children's Tumor Foundation. It's a charity auction. There's lots of companies who have provided incredible stuff to go bid on. Go bid on that slick kit. If you really want to try Johnny Slicks and you want to get a one-stop shop immersive package, slick kit.
It's one of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. You really, truly can't. It can change your life. It really helped. Using his products really helped repair my beard. It really did. No more stress patches. I am so fucking happy.
And you gotta let go of the root cause though, stress.
Well, okay. I have one kid moving out in 5 years, so we'll start the countdown clock from there. Okay.
All right, I'll hold you to that. I'll hit you up in 5 years.
I'm just saying. You'll see my smiling face on Instagram, pushing him out of the door and changing the locks at the same time.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep this video because you are holding something against me, so now I gotta hold something against you. I know it's 5 years, but you got this Slick Day Cake oil on me. You're trying to blackmail me. So I gotta get some ammo of my own, you know.
I was ready to go, but you fell on that sword, brother.
Man, trust me, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that it's not real. That doesn't exist yet.
Well, we got one more year. Don't worry, we got this year coming up.
Hey, here's the thing: if I figure it out, I don't care when during the year it is. I'm gonna send you one.
Oh, you the man. Stay tuned. I'm gonna hit the little wrap up. I gotta talk to you about something in the green room real quick, and then I'm gonna let you run. So, guys, like I said, Jersey Joe's channel. Johnny, thank you so much, and we'll see all of you guys at our very next video.
See you guys.
Guys, thank you so much for watching what just happened on the show. I'm kind of pre-recording this one, so I'm not exactly sure what happened tonight, but I'm sure it was really fun, or it was a massive train wreck. I'm grateful for the time that you gave me tonight, and I hope you took something away from this. I hope we had an amazing guest that taught you something or made you laugh, or I don't know, I hope I didn't really step on myself too badly. And you guys are going to come back next week at the same bat time, same bat channel for the No Lag Zone. Guys, seriously, thank you for doing all that. And this is where I pause for a moment or two and let the little screen do its little numbers, little screen do its thing. So